Hi everyone, good morning. Today your Bible reading, it comes from 1 Samuel chapter 3. The boy Samuel ministered before the Lord under Eli. In those days the word of the Lord was rare. There were not many visions. One night Eli, whose eyes were becoming so weak because he could barely see, was lying down in his usual bed. The lamp of God had not yet gone out, and Samuel was lying down in the house of the Lord, where the ark of God was. Then the Lord called Samuel. Samuel answered, "Here I am." And he ran to Eli and said, "Here I am, you called me." Eli said, "I did not call you. Go back and lay down." So he went and he laid down. Again the Lord called, "Samuel." And Samuel got up and went to Eli and said, "Here I am, you called me." "My son," said Eli, "I did not call. Go back and lie down." Now Samuel did not know the Lord yet. The word of the Lord had not been revealed to him. A third time the Lord called, "Samuel." And Samuel got up and went to Eli and said, "Here I am, you called me." Then Eli realized that the Lord was calling the young boy. So Eli told Samuel, "Go and lay down, and if he calls you, say, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.'" So Samuel went and he laid down in his place. The Lord came and stood there, calling just like the other times, "Samuel, Samuel." Then Samuel said, "Speak, for your servant is listening." So here's what happened. Samuel lived and worked with Eli. And one night they were asleep. And as Eli was an old man, he couldn't really hear anything. He couldn't really see anything. But Samuel heard a voice saying, "Samuel." So he was like, and he hopped up out of bed and he went in there to Eli and said, "Hi, Eli. I'm here. You called me. What do you want?" And Eli said, "I didn't call you. Go lay down." So Samuel went back and he laid down in his bed. A few minutes later, he heard, "Samuel." "What is that?" So he hopped out of bed and he went in there. He said, "Eli, I'm here. What did you need?" Eli said, "I did not call you. Go and lay down again." So Samuel went and he lay back down in his bed. A few minutes later, "Samuel." "What was that?" So he hopped out of his bed. He went in there to Eli. He said, "Eli, you called me again. What do you want?" And Eli knew then someone was calling Samuel. And he knew who it was. He knew it was God. So he told Samuel, "Little Samuel, go back in there and lay down. And if you hear that voice again, you sit up in bed and you say, 'Okay, God, I'm listening. What do you want to say?'" So Samuel went back in there. He laid down in his bed. And sure enough, a few minutes later, "Samuel, Samuel." And he hopped up. And he knew God was speaking to him. So he said, "God, speak to me. I'm listening." Now, Samuel did not know who God was yet. So this is his first time to know who God was. And he was getting to meet God. And instead of being scared and wondering, "What in the world is that? Who's talking to me?" He knew because Eli told him, "You need to listen to God." He knew he should be happy and listen. So he had this attitude and not this attitude. And this is the attitude we need to have when we hear from God too. We need to practice hearing from God, praying and reading the Word. That way we know when God is talking to us, and we don't wonder if it's somebody else. All right, time to get back to school. See y'all later.